With the country still so shocked by yesterday's Texas school shooting, we have brought in WATE 6 on your side legal analyst Greg Isaacs. Thank you for being here.
Lori, it's a pleasure to be here.
So horrifying, and there is so much to discuss in this and the tragic number of other cases like it. So let's start with who's responsible. Obviously, it's the shooter, but he's dead. So can anyone else face prosecution here?
Lori, we're seeing some trends based on these disturbing shootings. I mean, another week, another unfortunate shooting, and one death is too much, but it's become an epidemic. What you're seeing is prosecutors like the case in Detroit, Michigan, the Crumleys, that aided their child in buying him a firearm, ignored danger signals, as did the school. They're charged with voluntary manslaughter. In the Parkland case, a civil case saying everyone was negligent and once again ignored red flags, a settlement of $25 million. But Lori, what we're seeing is failure to take action. And it's not about guns, whether guns are good, gun control, whatever. It's about the people and what we're doing to protect our children.
And there were red flags with this kid.
Unfortunately, it appears they're always on social media. Again, we have someone that said they wanted to go and shoot somebody. They wanted to engage in an act of violence. But think about this. Richard Reed, 2 decades ago, the infamous shoe bomber, tried to go on a plane with explosives in his shoe. Within weeks, the TSA to this day changed their protocol for safety, and you have to take your shoes off when you go through the scanner. You know, something has got to be done. And in looking at this spot, sometimes the law could be the problem in catching up to an epidemic of violence. Think about this in Tennessee.
This has gone on far too long.
Parents or individuals have a duty to report a child or a juvenile if they bring a gun to school. But you know what, Lori? It's only a misdemeanor. It's a slap on the wrist. If you provide a gun to a juvenile, if you're a parent or guardian, and there is, now listen to this, a substantial risk that he will engage in harm to others. Now think about that standard, a substantial risk, then it's a low-level D felony.
And you represented someone in a case just like this several years ago in Campbell County.
Kenny Bartley, and you saw a young 14-year-old who brought a gun to school, and the SROs were undertrained. He was rushed, and an unfortunate shooting ensued. But we need to increase penalties. The legislature needs to act. We need to, instead of sending billions of dollars here and there, we need to have security at schools. But Lori, until there is swift action as it relates to strengthening our laws, looking at someone's mental health, but do not ignore a red flag. If you're a friend, a parent, or a school system, but that's unfortunately the common thread that we're seeing.
Don't be afraid to speak up.
Don't be afraid to speak up, and don't be afraid to send out your prayers, because this is happening all too often.
Yes, it is. Greg, thank you.
Thank you.
If you have a legal question for Greg, you can reach out to him by emailing askisaacs@wate.com. And remember, everyone, we speak with Greg every Wednesday right here at 5:30 on WATE 6 on your side.